Okay, so it is nearly lunchtime. Today we are going to cook winter squash soup. This one it's called jumbo pink banana, but this one is quite a mini one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna knock that off, the stalky bit, and I cannot wait to. I'm gonna wash this, cut it in half, and we're going to roast this first before we do the soup. I'll just tell you what else we're gonna do today. So I've got the peppers out, the mixed peppers from the freezer, because we're gonna use some of these as well. That's enough. And straight away, before we start defrosting, I'm gonna put this back to the freezer. That was in an outside freezer, but probably I'm just gonna leave this in the kitchen freezer so we can use this up, because this is from November 2023. I just took 2 turkey broth out because we will be needing this with a soup. Okay, that's the pepper. Also, I took out 2 different meat, venison and lamb chops. So we're gonna, this one says shank, needs to be used up now, venison, and then we've got the lamb chops. So the next couple of days it's gonna be lamb again and venison, and then for lunch is probably we're gonna have the soup, the winter squash soup. So I'll just leave that on the auger to thaw, and that's it. I'm on my other pot of tea now. It's so good. Also, I need to do something with this dough. I left this out all night. Probably we're gonna have this as like a naan bread, kind of naan bread. So we can have that with either with the soup or with the meat mixtures. I think I need to start cleaning this house, and we need to be washed and change this beautiful tablecloth. Okay, so I am also been to the outside pantry and picked up the next lot of the homegrown potatoes from the storage, and I picked out 3 onions that started to shoot, because we need to use up the ones that's shooting first. I've still got quite a few left there, and shallots, but we've got some shallots in here as well. So we good, friends. Indeed. Okay, I'm gonna carry on washing those labels. That's gonna be another vlog. Sowing seeds in February, and then in this we're gonna do the soup and the meat. I'm thinking to use the instant pot for the shank, the venison, with some vegetables. Let's go to the outside pantry and pick some more vegetables that we can put with the venison shanks. And then we've got garlic, we've got all the spices for the soup. With the lamb chops, we're probably just gonna have chips, and we've still got ketchup and some condiments. We've got we've got the jalapeno candy, and we've got the sauerkraut. Also got some fermented beetroot and cucumber in the outside fridge, what needs to be used up. Yeah, so I think we're gonna eat well again this week, friends. So I've just cut up this beautiful, and you know what, I might actually just gonna take the skin off because it's quite easy. So I just probably gonna put a little bit of salt on it and some oil, and this can go on this baking tray lined with parchment paper. Okay, all peeled. And now I'm just gonna add about a teaspoon of salt and some oil. I'm using up all the oil what I have, so I've got British cold pressed rapeseed oil for now, and that can go the oven. Make sure I put my alarm on for 40 minutes. This new sourdough breadcrumbs I've just made, it smells absolutely amazing. And look at the jar I found at the antique shop. Just works perfect for this purpose. I have made this Parmesan cheese about 6 months ago. So I'm going to grate this. Some in a small grater, small side of my grater, and some in a larger side. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to put them in these small jars, and then we're gonna use this up the upcoming weeks whenever we need some Parmesan cheese or some, you know, any recipes that requires hard cheese or that particular flavor. Let's go on, and I'm just going to keep this in the fridge. I'm just going to slice the onion for the soup. So we're gonna make the squash soup first, and I'm just gonna saute some onion in chicken fat. The chicken fat been in a fridge now for a while on one of our last projects in this little container. That will give a depth of flavor. So we add turkey stock, and I'm gonna fry the onions in this lovely chicken lard. I'm just curious what it tastes like. Wow, that is very close to the circumference. Tastes really good. Wow, onion is looking lovely caramelized, and I'm ready to add the squash. A little bit of salt and pepper. I'm going to add some thyme. Couple of bay leaves. I am just defrosting in this other pan because they're still frozen. It's nearly defrosted now anyway. I have got milk in here, and to this milk I'm going to add some curry powder, not powder, curry paste. We've made this curry paste, I think it's a couple of years ago, and it was in a freezer, so it needs to be used up. Just going to mix this really well with the milk, and that can go on the top of the winter squash soup. I'm gonna make mayonnaise. I'm gonna use organic sunflower oil, 1 egg from storage, mustard, garlic powder, just a little bit of salt, minced lemon oil. We're gonna add the whey later. Lovely. I'm just using the immersion blender and make mayonnaise. Put a bit more whey in there. Oh, that's a bit more than a bit. Our homemade mayonnaise, it's done. Let's have a taste test. Divine. I am ready to add the milk with the curry. And our soup, it was so easy to make, it's nearly done. And just like that, our soup is done. At this stage, I might as well take out the bay leaves. And then we're going to blitz this soup, the squash and the peppers. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me making this beautiful soup. I will bring you the next recipe when we're going to make absolutely amazing lamb chops with goat's parmesan and slow cooked venison. But for now, bye friends.